Hey man, more brothers back again. And this time I really want to talk about this picture. Um, Valeri sent this to me on Twitter. So shout out to my Twitter gang. Very, very fascinating picture. And he sent it to me because he remembered what I was saying. I've been saying for the past 8 years. If you want to know the future of any society, look in the classroom. Look in the schoolyard. That will tell you the future of any society and the interaction between the males and females, little boys and the little girls. And they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I guess this one is. So obviously, they look like they're either kindergarten or at the very most first grade. They look like they're in kindergarten now. And you can see the little Asian girl hugged up with a little black boy. And this is a trend that has been happening for quite a while. So these are I think these are the A's, the alphas. And the Z's have already started their transition to this, what we call amorphous people of color. And even though we argue about it in Gen X and sometimes older millennials, but that is not the future. There's nothing that you really can do about this unless you can go back and reignite Jim Crow and start separating. This is the future of America. This is where America wants to push us anyway. And I've always said the biggest factor in dating and mating is proximity. And putting different groups of people, different ethnic groups of people in the same proximity will get you mixed results. It's going to get people that will marry anybody. Artisan MC, one of our Red Pill brothers, he was raised in a fairly mixed community. And he dated in a mixed fashion. He didn't date exclusively Black Americans. And he will tell you his journey. But if you see something like this, where they're mixing on basically on a playground in the classroom at 5, this sets them up to do the same thing when they get 15 or 25 or 35. And a lot of our pro-Black community, our nationalist community, doesn't like this. But the thing is, guess what? Guess what you're not doing? You're using a free public school system, and this is what's in the free public school system. The only way you can prevent something like this is to either open up your own schools and make it exclusively for Black males and females, or homeschool them. But if not, this is what you're going to get. And people could looking at white females. They forget the white females are just a portion of the whole society. There's Asians, there's East Asians, there's West Asians, there's all different sorts of Latinos. And then after that, there's white. What I'm saying is you have a whole group of others or non-Black folks in America. And as they're shipping more Latinos in, they become more prevalent, and that puts more pressure on Black people to get together, especially the men. The Latina women love Black men, and the Asians, I guess, are getting close to the same thing. They're starting to be around Black men and to socialize with Black men. This little girl, she's probably going to grow up to have a taste for Black men. Now, whether she marries one or not is a whole different story. But the thing is, she's already setting herself up to be imprinted liking little Black boys that will turn into bigger Black men. And I want to thank Valeri for sending this bad boy out to me, because that is a very edifying picture. That picture is worth 1,000 words. SYSBM could not tell you any better about the future of America. That is the future of America. People don't believe it. That is the future of America. The people like this little boy and this little girl getting together. I would love to hear what the parents think. Evidently, the parents don't care because you send them to that school and you live in that community. So evidently, you're not a monoculture. So, I'm one of those parents. Like, my son, have at it, champ. But anywho, wasn't going to be long. I just wanted to actually drop this picture. I mean, there's nothing else I could say about it. It was not surprising. It was almost jarring. It wasn't really shocking, but almost jarring, because you don't expect this to happen this early, and they're so comfortable with it. You can see they're not posed. She's just comfortable hugging her friend, for lack of a better term. So I believe there'll be more of this kind of stuff, more of this kind of a gray that we've seen. Hey, look at the last NBA draft, man. All the buttermilk Bedouins, the buttermilk Supermen walking down the aisle with their black father and their white mother. Also jarring. But anyhow, time for me to drop off. Just wanted you guys to see this shocking picture. But this is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.